This dynamic warm-up is going to work the entire body. You'll have 6 exercises and 5 minutes of work here. We're going to start with 30 seconds of a cat camel, starting in our tabletop position, hands stacked underneath the shoulders, knees stacked underneath the hips. We're going to drop that belly button down to the ground, looking towards the ceiling, working the shoulders, then drawing the belly button
Aaron,
up,
as long
trying
as
to
you're
get
breathing.
that spine nice and big. Next up, we're going to go back to that tabletop, 30 seconds per side of a thread to needle, reaching over top, bringing that arm underneath to stretch out the shoulder. You'll have 30 seconds on one side, then you'll go to the other. Next up, we have a high plank. We're going to push into a downward dog, keeping the legs straight, focusing on the calves and hamstrings as well as the shoulders. We're going to go back to the high plank. Now let's start walking our hands back to our toes for a standard walkout. This is going to work the hamstrings, glutes, and posterior chain. Next up, we've got our 5-point squat. We're going to start with a forward bend, bringing our hands underneath the toes, dropping into the squat to get chest nice and tall. One arm up, then the next, driving through the heels back to our starting position. Then we're going to mix things up, 30 seconds of a power skip. This is going to lightly elevate your heart rate. 6 total exercises, 5 minutes. Let's get warmed up.
We're not listening to whatever that is. Woo! So again, cat and camel. It is not a cat and cow. We're not going super arch to this. Well, I guess we are. I don't know any camels that have no humps. So just think about warming up the spine. If you haven't turned on your fancy watch, make sure you go in and do so. In 3, 2, 1. We're going threading the needle. Place that one hand down upon the ground. Inhale and exhale. Inhale as we twist open. Exhale as we collapse and fold through. Again, 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other. You don't need to watch the clock. I'll do it for you. Halfway through on the side number 1. And switch sides, team. Halfway. In 3, 2, 1. We're going to that high plank position. Again, we are going plank to downward facing dog. We're working on warming up and loosening up through the hamstrings. Think about rolling through the balls of the feet and pressing the heels down. Try to glue your feet to the floor and pull with the soles of your toes. That's halfway. The straighter we can keep those legs, the better a stretch we get. Now pull your belly button in and flatten through the spine. Start lifting those hips up to the sky a little bit higher. Start to stretch out those shoulders a little bit deeper. 15. We got about 5 seconds. Anyone else get the impression that we're doing some hamstring stuff today? Woo! And walk it back. Stand it up. Hinge it over and walk it out. So again, our goal is to keep those legs as straight as possible for as long as possible. We need to take the feet wider than hip distance apart, 2 or even 3 times to really keep those heels down upon the ground. We'll learn that flexibility. Maybe even in this minute, we'll start to earn that flexibility by heating up through the posterior kinetic chain. Try to alternate which hand walks back so that we're not always pressing with the same hand. A little more than halfway through. Then we'll come to that squat to reach. In 2, 1, 5-point squat. So again, drop your booty as low as possible. And hinge it, or lift it up, stretch it through those hamstrings, drop the booty down. Reach it up. You guys got it. Ooh, my knees don't have it this morning. I'm telling you, it's gonna rain. It's how old lady I am sometimes. There you go, hinge it over, grab those toes, drop it down. Perfect, guys, perfect. Nice, Carrie. Just about 30 seconds left here. Just about 10, we're going to those power skips. Remember, if we can't put that power in there, we go into a high march instead. 30 seconds, power skips, let's go. Feel like Mario and Luigi and break it up through that start block. Halfway. Come on, team. You got 5 seconds, and then we'll take a break. We're just trying to get that heart rate up. And rest. Nice job. Block number 1 of 4 working blocks today. 12 minutes, 12 reps. Easy numbers to remember. We got 5 exercises. Focusing total body, but there's going to be a little bit of core aspect here. Starting with a walk out to a plank jack. Again, we're going to walk it all the way out into that plank position. Find ourselves, open and close those feet. Walk it right back up. If we need to, we can step. If we need to, we can jump. Squat jacks, open and close the feet. I don't know why his toes are turning out because of probably lack of flexibility, but we should keep those feet in an 11. Finding our palms to elbow, 12 in total. We're gonna take it up. We're gonna take it down. If we need to, we can always come to those knees instead. We're then gonna take it into walking lunges. If you guys don't have room to walk around your room, do front lunges, do reverse lunges. It's not a big deal, just find a little bit of space. We're then gonna take it into a burpee. No push up, but a jump at the top, 12 in total. So 12 all the way through, we got a 12-minute block. Any questions, guys? Sweet, if you need me, just holler. And begin. Walk out to plank jack, walk it out into that plank, open and close those feet, whether it's a jump or a hop. If we need to, we can always start to give those wrists a little bit of a break when we stand up, shake them up. This is gonna be one of those blocks where the first like 3 to 5 reps of each exercise, you're like, man, I can blow through this, no problem. And you start to sprint, then you realize totality of the block is upon you. So think endurance, think steady movement. Think about finding yourself uncomfortable, but not out of control. Most importantly, guys, you gotta remember to breathe. Oxygen is the fuel for our muscles. Ooh. So again, when we find ourselves coming to those walking lunges, if you have no room to walk around, it's okay. Just give 6 lunges on one side, 6 lunges on the other side. All the way up and all the way down is 1. Don't let those shoulders run away from those elbows. Find that plank. Stop putting that booty so far up in the air. Even if I can't see it, I know that it's floating up in the sky. Oh man, burpees, really super stoked about that. Okie doke, strokes. You guys are killing it. Whew. We'll do some extra hip flexor stretches today. Believe you me. There you go, team. Big deep breaths. And exhale, let it go. A little more than a third of the way through the block. Again, our goal is to keep constant motion. Oh, there's a plank jack in there. Damn it. On those walkouts, you keep those heels planted. On those squat jacks, land soft and plant those heels as you sit deep. Nice job. Coming up on just about halfway through this block. Our goal is somewhere in that 2 rounds or more range. Things aren't feeling hard enough, increase your range of motion. On those squat jacks, take those feet wider and drop that booty down just a little bit more. On that palms to elbow, slow it down. Slower you go. The more time we're in that plank, more time in the plank, longer we're building that core, longer those muscles are engaged. More oxygen we're using, more fat we're burning. Whew. Jimmy's, it is sweaty in the basement glow today. More than halfway through the block, team. We got about 4 minutes. It's just a third of the way to go. Total body is tiring, but that's what makes us stronger. Pushing through that uncomfortable feeling. A little burpee, tuck in at the end of the blocks. It's tiring. Lots of planks today. Lots of sneaky core. 3 minutes. Backs flat on those walkouts. Two-minute warning. Come on, guys, come on. 90 seconds left. It'd be a damn shame to quit now. There you go. Nice, Christina, nice. Those palms to elbows. If you have to regress for a couple, so be it. Find that stamina, pick it right back up. Hips are flat. No Shakira dancing. Ooh. Apparently sweaty forearm slipping on the floor though. Team, you're coming up on 30 seconds. Drive it all the way through. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1, and done. Oh, holy crap, it's sweaty in the basement zone. Block number 2, only 6 minutes long. We have 5 exercises. Looks like 8 reps is gonna be the magic number here. So we have 2 medium weights. We're going standing, single arm, oblique crunch. So let's think about dropping through the side body. Standing, alternating Spider-Man. Again, holding on to those medium to light weights. Single arm or single leg sprint. Think about driving the knee up, squeezing the elbows in between, finding that little space in the back. They've gotten really good about making these demos a hell of a lot shorter. When we started, they were rough. Half squat oblique twist. So sitting your booty back. I wish they showed a profile of this, but she's twisting. Think bicycle, but standing up. Standing star reach. You're gonna pop it down, reach towards that toe, kick that opposite arm back. We're not shifting in the hips, we're stretching through the thighs. Any questions, guys? Let's begin. So medium weights, you're gonna crunch on the one side. If the weight's in your right hand, think about crunching through the right side and pulling back through the left side. Both that standing Spider-Man and that single leg sprint, they're gonna go ahead and challenge your balance. If we need to lighten up that load, because we're reaching out in front, so be it. If it's not working, that single leg sprint, for a couple of different things. One, can't hold those weights up and out. That's fine. Just go body weight. We're having trouble with that balance. Instead of bringing the knee up into the chest, let's just tap the toe forward and squeeze it back. Tap it forward, squeeze it back. Oh, my shoulders are sore from yesterday. Well, maybe not sore. They're just exhausted from yesterday. Ooh. I guess that's what soreness is. Three minutes down, 3 minutes to go. Again, on that side crunch, how slow and low can you lower that weight down and squeeze it up with the other side? "90 seconds. Orange Theory so sneaky putting in this endurance day here on a rainy, gray day in Maryland. But we had some good news from Hogan. We'll chit chat at the end. Last 10. And 3, 2, 1. 2 blocks down. Block number 3, 4 exercises. We are taking it 10 minutes. We are going 10 reps and then 5 each and each and each. Starting here with a ground to press. We'll find those medium weights. Remember, ground to press is about using the power in those hips exploded all the way up to the sky. One fluid motion. If we're having trouble with any of those pieces, we can always break it down into a squat, curl, press, but that's not what we're looking for. Ground to press. We're then going to take it into a swing lunge. All the way back, all the way forward. There's 1. Keep your back tall. There's 2. If we need a tap in the middle for balance, so be it. 5 on one side, 5 on the other side. Moving into that bear plank, walk out to shoulder tap. So we're going to find ourselves in a bear plank. That's that bent knee, that's bent leg, knees hovering just off of the ground. We are going to tap. Oh, he's going to walk it forward, tap, tap. We'll walk it back into bear plank. Walk it forward, tap, tap. If we need to, take those hands down to, or the knees down to the ground. We're then going single arm bicycle chest press. So let's see what's going to happen here. So, okay. So the weight's in the left hand and the right leg extends out. Think dead bug with a chest press. That's kind of how I'm going to think it of. 5 on one side, 5 on the other side, and then we're back to the beginning. 10 minutes total, 4 exercises. Anyone have any questions? Sweet. Let's do it. Ground to press. That's going to be your power move. Swing lunge. That's going to be your finesse and balance move. Bear plank, walk out to shoulder tap is going to be endurance. And then we'll get a little bit of strength on that chest, single arm bicycle chest press. This block's looking a little more ESP. Remember, find what works you, makes you uncomfortable so that you can change, so you can grow, so you can get stronger and better. We haven't been doing a whole ton of lunges, so you should be feeling okay. But if you're not, let's find something else to do. We can take it into some squats. If you want to work the other side, we can always take it into a single leg deadlift, still working on our balance. On that swing lunge, whatever foot is forward, you are pressing through the heel to come back. Don't press through the toe and come up onto the big toe, putting a lot of pressure on the knee. But instead, press out through your front heel and then press out through the back toe. I like when they change things up on us. Just walk out to tap. It's a little bit different than the last couple of times we've done it. Keep those knees down. We're not lifting the high knee up. The back is going to stay flat and in the same exact place the entire time. Just one step forward and one step back. I love the fun ones because I can never figure them out. On the chest press, make sure that the knee that is staying stationary stays at a 90-degree angle, as does the hip. We're not bringing the knee into the chest because then we don't have to work the lower abdominals. Think about keeping the hip at a 90, think about keeping the knee at a 90. What did I say at the beginning of this block? 10 minutes? Sweet. We're just about halfway through. Again, let's try to get a minimum of 2 times. Nice, Leah. I like that you have an audience. Only when you lunge forward, though. Hello. Goodbye. You guys are doing fantastic. You got it, Carrie. Just breathe. I know. It's like she's watching me. What the hell? What does she know? Okay, guys, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. We're almost there. Ground and presses, get that heart rate up. Four-minute mark, team. You guys know nothing makes me happier than sweating with you in the morning. So let's keep driving just a little bit harder. Let's put a bigger smile on our face. Remember that we showed up because we love to take care of ourselves. And starting the day with a good sweat, it's a hell of a way to start yourself on that road to success for the entire day. You're right, like if you work out in the morning, you feel like you want to eat a little bit healthier for breakfast, you feel like you don't want to stay stagnant the whole day, you get in those little walks without the M&Ms. Rock stars, each and every one of you. Telling you, other than under the orange glow, there's nowhere I'd rather be than with you guys. Meaning instead of here in the basement. When you get to that chest press with the bicycle, you think, man, I probably could push a little more weight. Do it. Why the heck not? If you don't have anything heavier to pick up, move slower. Anytime we move that body through that slow tempo, you're going to find yourselves working just a little bit harder. Looking good, my friends. We got 1 minute. I don't know why this one does not work in my brain. Oh. Come on, guys, come on. You got less than, well, at this point, you got 30 seconds left in block number 3. Then we have just one more block. It's going to be a little bit of cardio, and then we're going to stretch it out. So stop waiting for the clock to end and go ahead and rush towards that finish line. Come on, drive it all the way out, all the way out. Five seconds. And done. Hot damn. Okay, 7 minutes and 45 seconds, so just a little under 8-minute block, 3 exercises through. We are gonna work here at timed efforts. Round number 1, all of the efforts are gonna be 1 minute. Round number 2, 45 seconds. Round number 3, 30 seconds. We're gonna push, we're gonna base, and we're gonna all out. Push, that's our hop over side to side using that bench. If you need to, you step in instead. But try to give yourself a visual. Try to give yourself an actual space to do it. Our base is going to be our tap squat. It does not have to be fast. We're getting back into that green zone. Big, deep breaths. Last but not least, we're going to put those hands onto the bench. We're coming into an incline running man or running woman, depending on how we're identifying today. We're going to drive those knees up, not letting the shoulders shift forward and back, but holding that core steady and tight. So round number 1 is 1 minute. Let's get ready to get started in those hop overs. Find that chair, find that bench, find that smile on your face. In 3, 2, 1, hop. Side to side, side to side, side to side. If we don't have anything to put our hands on, we can always just do a lateral hop. But again, give yourself a visual. Try to find something that you're actually hopping over to make sure that you're continually finding the same intensity. Come on, team, we're more than halfway through. At this point, it looks like just 15 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Take it into that tap squat. Again, this is base, guys. A challenging but doable space. Love it, guys, love it. There you go, friends, we're more than halfway through. I know my quads are burning too, but again, we get stronger when we push past that point. When the legs don't want to anymore, we just keep going. Less than 10, we're gonna take it all out. So 1 minute all out. Don't shoot your wad in the beginning. Find common space in 3, 2, 1, all out. Again, you wanna be able to move for the entire 60 seconds. So don't find a pace that's just not doable. I'll give you that halfway mark. We can crank it up, and then I'll give you that 15. We can grind it out because we'll have a 30-second rest. Halfway. You know what to do for the final 15 of an all out. Crank it up. Come on, earn that 30 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, 30-second rest. Everybody breathe. We got 30 seconds to go here. Then we're gonna do it again, 45, all the way through. Let's get into those hop overs, team, in 3, 2, 1. We hop, 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 hop. Nice, nice, Michelle. Come on, guys, the time here is shorter, so can you hop a little bit faster? In 5. And taps right into that base. Remember, the first 15 seconds of a base are gonna suck. They just are. It's because you've been working in that hard push feeling. Once we get through that, once we find that breath, look how slow she's moving, guys. It is not a quick squat. Bring your heart back down. Peaks and valleys. Okay, we got 5. You guys ready to go all out? And begin. Come on, all out. It's okay, Leah, she can do Running Man with us if she wants. Come on, friends, 15. That pace. You know how we do. Remember, the last round's only gonna be 90 seconds total. In 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds, walk it out. Don't just stop and stand still. Little laps, little loops. OMG, guys, this is it. One more round, then we're all finished our workout. I'm excited, they're only 30-second efforts. So let's get this hands on the bench. Come on, don't wait for it. In 2, 1, we hop. Last time we're doing it. 30-second push. Should be so close to that all-out feeling. At that 15-second mark, you have no desire to keep going, and that is right here, right now. You got 15, let's go. Come on, we're gonna get a base in just a sec. Dig a little bit deeper. And 2, 1, we tap. Remember, this is the time to catch your breath. Don't just stand there and wait for it, but bring that heart down actively. Halfway, 15 seconds, we're going all out. 45 seconds left in your workout today. Come on, come on. Let's show those running people who are boss. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. 30 seconds, that's all it is. Just like if we were on the tread, this is our fastest run of the day, our highest incline. I know you want to reach for it. 15 seconds, press a button, feel like a badass. Come on. Five seconds to thrive. And 2, 1, and done. Holy cannolis. Not gonna lie, I am sweaty and breathless and the way you want to feel after the end of a good workout. Let's stop that chair. Ooh, Nelly. You guys did rock star today. Let's go ahead and inhale, circle sweep arms above the head, interlace the fingers, turn the palms towards the ceiling, open up through those armpits. I want you to tuck the tailbone underneath and flatten the spine like you were against the wall or flat on the ground. Then, without falling forward or falling back, press the hands back, bringing the chest a little more through the window of the arms. So don't let your booty reach back. Tuck that Beyonce hiney underneath. Pull apart the hands, but don't let them come apart. Feel that opening through the armpits. Find those bat wings flying out. Release it out, interlace those hands behind the back, drop the knuckles to the floor, roll the shoulders down. The chest pops once more. From here, feet hip distance apart, back flat, belly button in, exhale. Hinge it as far down as we can go. And then instead of thinking about throwing your arms up over your head, relax the head, think about pressing the knuckles into the ceiling. Can you squeeze those arms together so much that the elbows touch? Empty all the air out of the belly. Hinge a little bit deeper. Relax through the back of the neck. Press the knuckles away. Bend the elbows. Bring the hands to the lower back. Release them to the hips. We're going to roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Go ahead and wrap those arms around, give yourself a big old hug. Doesn't matter which one's on top. Exhale, swan dive it down. Tuck the chin to the chest, gently rock from left to right and right to left. Roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Release it out, swing the arms back, Michael Phelps style, and then bring it forward, other one on top. Big breath in. Exhale, fold it down. Tuck the chin to the chest, let the upper body hang heavy. Gently swish it left to right and right to left. Roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, circle sweep all the way to the ceiling. Exhale, swan dive it all the way down. Bending through the knees if we need to get those fingers to the floor. Go ahead and step the right leg back. Right knee comes to the floor. Untuck through the toes and inhale the chest up. Hands are going to come to that left thigh and we're going to sink deeper into that lunge. We are all about stretching that hip flexor. I told you we talked about it. I'm just turning it around. So, how do we get really deep into right here? Step the left foot a little bit farther forward. Make sure that the right foot is directly in line with the right knee. Squeeze that right butt cheek so hard that I could bounce a quarter off it from here, and then sink forward and then down. Think moving your entire torso forward and then opening up through the pelvis. It's going to be rough at first, and you just breathe into it. The more we breathe and the less we think about how hard this pose is, the easier it is going to be to loosen up through that hip flexor. Don't let that right hip run away. Continue to press those hips and headlights forward. Go ahead and release it down. Bring that left knee back. Right foot forward. So let's all start with the right foot a little bit farther forward than we think we want to. Go ahead and bring it up tall. Hands to the thigh and sink into that hip flexor stretch. So go ahead and look behind you. What's going on with that left leg? Is that left foot directly behind the left knee? It makes a difference, I promise. Is that left butt cheek engaged and the left hip reaching forward? Is the right butt cheek engaged and hip pulling back? Now that we got the hips in alignment, inhale long through the spine, exhale, shift everything forward and sink it down. Pull your belly button to the spine. Pull the shoulders back and down. Press the right hip or the left hip forward. Can you tell my hip flexors are terrible and I'm trying to make you guys stretch extra just for me? Woo! And release it down. Bring that right knee back to meet the left. Tiny meets heels, child's pose. Open up through those armpits by walking those arms forward and rolling the elbows down to the ground. The crease of the elbows starts to point up to the sky. We're pointing so much elbow to the floor. Keeping the arms where they are, we're going to go ahead and shift it forward into that kneeling plank. Exhale, lower it down. We got a good tummy stretch. Press up through those hands. And exhale, release it down. Inhale through kneeling plank. Walk it back to that all fours. One good cat and camel. Cat and camel. Look, see, they got me saying it too. Cat and cow. Exhale, arch it up, open through those shoulder blades. Inhale, scoop it through. Your shoulders roll back and down. Chest comes through the window of the arms. Neutral spine. Hands a little bit forward. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips. Drop the heels. Downward facing dog. Walk it back. And roll it up. Ooh, reach the top. Inhale, big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Stack those vertebrae one on top of one another. Round of applause for yourself. Round of applause for your neighbors.